Active TV, seeing beyond. Active TV, seeing beyond.
Follow Active TV on all social media platforms and let's get interactive. On Facebook is Active TV. Share our post, like our page, and drop your comment. On YouTube is Active TV GH. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit on the notification bar to be notified anytime we put a new video out there. And on Instagram is Active TV Official. Follow us, share our post, like our page, and drop your comment. And on Twitter is Active TV. Follow us, drop your comment, share our post, and like our page.
Active TV, seeing.
Hi, good evening and welcome to another wonderful edition of Africa Uncovered live on Active TV. We're live on Facebook, Active TV, on Instagram, Active TV Official, and on YouTube, Active TV GH. My name is Mami Abnaputia. Have you ever heard of a village with just women and no men? Yes, no men. What of a land where men give their wives to visitors or to strangers to spend the night with them? Have you also heard of the popular Voodoo Festival of Benin? Yes, Benin. We'll bring you lots of interesting details of these stories. Don't go away. Okay, so somewhere in northern Namibia, there is a village called the Umoja village where only women reside there. No men are allowed in there. I know you'll be asking yourself, how do they live? Where do they come from? How do they even reproduce? Yes, relax. Just watch the video. We'll tell you more stories about the Umoja village with only women and no men.
Umoja Uwaso is a village in Kenya. The village, founded in 1990, is one with only women. No men are allowed in there. It is located near the town of Akers Post in Samburu County. This village was founded by Rebecca Lolosoli, a Samburu woman who survived the violence against women in Samburu. Samburu, where Rebecca Lolosoli originally came from, is a town in Kenya. Women of this tribe are not allowed to own land or other types of property, such as livestock. The women are considered property of their husband. They can be subject to female genital mutilation, forced marriage with the elders, rape, and domestic violence. One may ask, how did this village of no women come into existence? Rebecca, after she was married off at the age of 18, began to speak out against customs and traditions that she grew up witnessing in her culture. She wished to help rape victims gain a voice, which often led to severe beatings from neighboring men who wished to subdue her and oppress her into compliance. When her husband did not condemn or stop the beatings, Lolosoli left him and envisioned a women-only community. She then ran off to set up the Umoja village when she was recovering after being beaten for speaking out. Eventually, 15 other women came together to found the village of no women, no men in 1990. After Lolosoli visited the United Nations in 2005, men in the neighboring village filed a court case against her, hoping to shut down the village. In 2009, Lolosoli's former husband attacked the village and threatened her life. They currently run a primary school, cultural center, and camping site for tourists visiting the adjacent Samburu National Reserve. They create and sell jewelry to benefit the village.
All the houses. Let me just tell you how we started. As a Samburu woman, you have no right. If the husband wants to kill you, he have a right to kill you anytime. Because you are like a property. And in the Samburu culture, have you ever heard of a woman village? So they say we have to destroy this village. We say we are not going to move. Let them kill us and make history of killing all of the women in this village. we decided to do small business, selling our jewelry on the road. When tourists are passing, we welcome them and they buy our things when we are here. When we started selling, we found the men beat the women and they take away the money.
Do you think the men felt threatened?
Would you be willing to give your wife over to a stranger to have sex with her as a way of showing hospitality? Well, the Ovahimba tribe of Namibia, as a way of showing hospitality, give over their wives to strangers, especially visitors, as a way of showing hospitality to them, so that they have sex with them over the night till morning. Let's watch it.
One African culture which seems immoral but is normal for the people there is the practice of Okujepiza or Mukazenda in northern Namibia, which literally means offering wives to guests. The men of Ovahimba and Ovazimba tribe offer their wives to friends and guests as a sign of friendship and to show hospitality. When a husband receives a visitor, he gives him this treatment called Okujepiza or Mukazenda, which means offering wives to guests to show his approval and pleasure of seeing the guest. They also swap wives to show unity and friendship. When a husband receives a visitor or when it's the night for the husband to swap his wife, the husband has to sleep in another hut altogether, and in a situation whereby there is no other hut or room, he will sleep outside. Many might think this practice is absurd or just plain evil, but one thing we would always need to remind ourselves is that that is their normal. Young boys and girls grow up knowing only that the preservation of their culture is something we think is beautiful. Women who are borrowed to their friends or guests will be shocked at those who refuse to practice this cultural obligation, as they find it to be more of a privilege. This tradition has been handed over from generations to generations, and the people believe that it is beneficial for the communities as it reduces jealousy and fosters relationship. It is said that while the husband offers the wife to his visitor, the woman has little or no opinion in that decision, as she is required to be submissive to her husband's demand. Though she has option of refusing to sleep with him, she has to sleep in the same room as the guest. Also, she is entitled to give her friend to her husband's visitor in case she opted out.
Let's move on to Benin. Yes, Benin. Benin has been trending for some time now, and I know by now most of us know why Benin has been trending. But for those who don't know, Benin has been trending because of its cults and powers and their belief in certain spirit beings. But then, there is this popular festival in Benin that is making it popular for its cults and powers, called the Voodoo Festival. We'll bring you more on that. Please, if you're not as brave as I am, don't try looking at it. Just close your eyes and listen to it.
Benin is trending and is quite popular for all its spiritual dealings as well. Well, they're not wrong. Benin is the home of voodoo. Voodoo is considered the home of all spirits. The central belief of voodoo is that everything is spirit, including humans. Voodoo Festival is an extraordinary festival which takes place in Ouidah in Benin every year on 10 January. It is a must-attend event which involves cults and draws fetish priests, adepts, traditional chiefs and onlookers from far and wide. There are ritual sacrifices plus dancing, drinking and the constant pounding of drums. Devotees assume the identity of God, dressing up and transforming into that God as they do. Deities include Zangbeto, which looks like a giant. The Gungu, which is the most powerful, is covered entirely in colorful patchwork clothing. They emerge from the forest and proceed through the village, leaping towards any spectator who dares get too close. You don't want the Egun deity to touch you. If he does, you can die. When they arrive in the center of the village, they perform a kind of dance designed to scare the crowd, which is greeted with roars and laughter. Another interesting fact of voodoo is that there is also a Python temple, which is right opposite a Catholic church. Super amazing, right? The temple is home to about 40 something pythons. These pythons are worshipped and referred to as royal pythons and are considered harmless. At night, the doors are open for the pythons to go out if they want to. When you find one in your home, you welcome it as a guest and feed it. Killing it accidentally or deliberately will result in death unless you go to the shrine and be cleansed, and for the python to be given a befitting burial. One other thing that will amaze you is that there is a voodoo market where you can get anything from dried pig's pennies to crocodile snot, anything at all dried up and ready to use. There is also a special holiday for voodoo, and it's a public holiday celebrated on 10 January every year with lots of drumming, dancing, much like most traditional festivals. Next year, find time and visit Benin for Voodoo Festival in January, and you will love the sight of Voodoo Festival.
So yeah, I hope you learned a lot. I'm sorry, those who had to watch few stuff when you were not ready. It's late, I know, I understand. I'm so sorry. But then, don't forget that Africa Uncovered was proudly sponsored by Ekrasin Market. If you want fresh food stuff delivered to your doorstep, just call Ekrasin Market and we'll bring it straight to your doorstep. Also, Africa Uncovered is proudly sponsored by Active Video Production. If you want your graphic design, if you want your videos, music videos, any video at all, photo shoots for your birthdays, your weddings. If you want your wedding, your birthday parties to be streamed live, just call Active Video Production. Our numbers are scrolling down. Just pick our numbers and call us. Also, general laundry and cleaning services. Just bring your clothes, then we'll wash them spick and span. Rain and just call General Laundry Cleaning Services and we'll be right there to attend to you. My name is Mania Amnapukia. Have a good evening and enjoy the rest of our program.
Active TV, seeing beyond.
Follow Active TV on all social media platforms and let's get interactive. On Facebook is Active TV. Share our post, like our page, and drop your comment. On YouTube is Active TV GH. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit on the notification bell to be notified anytime we put a new video out there. And on Instagram is Active TV Official. Follow us, share our post, like our page, and drop your comment. And on Twitter is Active TV. Follow us, drop your comment, share our post, and like our page.
Active TV, seeing